Good morning, good afternoon, good. I don't know what part of the day it is that you're watching this. Hopefully, it is shortly after I've posted this. I don't know. Anyways, today you will write the equation of a line. So, we're going to do equations of a line. This is something you've done in Algebra 1, so this should be kind of a review. Let's start off with slope-intercept form. You need to know that the y equals mx plus b form. M is the slope and b is the y-intercept. You should also know the point-slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m parentheses x minus x1, where y1 and x1 are a point on a line, and m is the slope. I hate that bell. Ugh. Anyways, let's look at an example. Okay, if I give you a slope and a y-intercept of -2, then in slope-intercept form, that one's pretty easy because you just got to say, okay, look, I've got the m, I've got the b. I can put them in. It goes like that. It's just like that, okay? We got the m, we got the b, we're good. Okay, so we put the 3 in the x and then we say -2. Now, let's look at point-slope form. Well, in point-slope form, we got to think. We got to realize that the y-intercept is a point of 0, -2. Notice how I always write point-slope form. I always write like y minus blank equals blank, parentheses x minus blank. A lot of blanks, Okay, we got the blanks. All right. Anyways, y-intercept is 0, -2. Always remember, like the y-intercept is always 0, comma, a number. If it was the number, comma, 0, that is an x-intercept, which is a little bit different. Anyways, putting in the numbers, y with y, x with x, slope in the middle. That's the easiest way to do it. Y with y, x with x, slope in the middle. Y with y, x with x, slope in the middle. Alright, anyways, and then you could make the change of what saying negative or minus is a plus, and then you can leave it like that. And there's your point-slope form. So you can see, technically, you can go easily, supposedly, from point-slope form to slope-intercept form, but notice that these two do look slightly different, but they would give you the same thing. Okay, let's look at another one. Alright, so here I give you a point and a slope. So notice there, I'm going to start with the point-slope form first, and then I'm going to convert that to maybe slope-intercept. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to do that. Anyways, let's do this. Y minus equals, parentheses, x minus, didn't mean to go that like that. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. And do. Okay, so again, blank with blank. Y with y, x with x, slope in the middle. See how it works? Fairly simple. Now notice here, I'm going to change that minus a -2 to +2, and then I'm kind of done. Now, I'm not going to figure this out into slope-intercept form just because of time, and also because I'm just not feeling like with the fractions. We'll get to those in a minute anyway. But you see the idea. Now, in theory, if I wanted to go to to slope-intercept form, all I got to do is multiply, and then I can add the 5 to the other side. Okay, so what happens if you're only given 2 points and there is no slope given to you? Well, if you got 2 points, you got to find the slope. Yeah, hello. Alright, so here's where we say find the slope. Again, subtract the y's over subtract the x's. You get -4 over -2, which is going to simplify to +2. Then you're going to put it into, say, you pick a point and you put it into point-slope form. And then use that in the slope. Okay, so how's that look? Well, that looks like this. I'm going to do both points so you can kind of see them at the same time. So notice here I'm doing the point-slope form, and then I'm going to say plug in the numbers, y with y, x with x, slope in the middle. And at best, you just got to worry about the plus and minus. Now, if I leave it like that, if that's all the directions asked me for, I'm done. But what happens if, and right now they look different, but if they probably would ask you to go ahead and put it in slope-intercept form. So let's go ahead and convert it to slope-intercept form. If you are asked, you can convert it to slope-intercept form. Now, how do you do that? Again, you distribute and then you add or subtract. That's it. So 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 0 is 0. On the right side, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 2 is 4. Then I'm going to add 3 on the left. I'm going to subtract 1 on the right, and notice I will end up with the same equation. So it doesn't matter which point you would choose because they would give you the same answer. Alright? Moving on. Special cases. Okay, I'm just going to give you this. Do not forget that if you see 2 points and the y's are the same, then it's y equals that number, because basically that's a horizontal line. It's going across. If you see that the x's are the same, that's a vertical line, and this x equals a number. So kind of just pay attention to the numbers there. Those are your special cases, when x is equal to a number and y is equal. That is the equation. That's it. That's you're done. Do not forget that on this one the slope is 0, and on this one the slope is undefined. Undefined. I'm saying defined. Alright, moving on. Parallel and perpendicular. Oh, I went a little too far. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Forgot about that. Alright, so don't forget, parallel, you have the same slopes. Perpendicular, you have the opposite reciprocal slope, which apparently I forgot, so I had to make some changes as I was doing these notes, because I was being way smart. Alright, so let's look at this. Alright, so now we want to write the equation of a line perpendicular to y equals negative 3x plus 2 through the point 4, 0. So, what is my new slope? Okay, so again, I want to be the opposite reciprocal. So the opposite of a negative would be positive, and the reciprocal of 3 is 1/3. You should know how to get reciprocals, okay? And then I'm still using that 0.40. So I'm ignoring the 2 completely. Bye 2, I don't care about you anymore. And then we're going to say plug them in. Start off with point slope form. Always start off with point slope form. So y with y, x with x, slope in the middle. Okay? And again, realize that if you want to check, you could always do, like, say negative 3, the original slope, times the new slope, and you should get an answer of negative 1. That tells you that they're perpendicular. So again, this is in point slope form. Very easy again to get it to slope intercept form. Just distribute, and then if you need to add or subtract, you add or subtract. In this case, we don't. But there you go. 1/3 times x is 1/3 x. 1/3 times 4 is 4/3. Or negative 4/3. And there's that one in a nutshell. How about parallel? Okay, so here I want to be parallel to y equals negative 3/4x plus 3 through the point negative 3, 6. So, again, the slope is going to be negative 3/4 because parallel means the same, and I'm using that point. Point slope form, y with y, x with x, slope in the middle. Negative 3 minus a negative 3, do not forget, is going to become positive. So negative 3/4 times x is negative 3/4 x. Negative 3/4 times 3 is minus 9/4. And then I can add 6. Now if you have trouble saying, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do 6 plus 9/4 or negative 9/4 plus 6. There's this thing called a calculator you could use. Might be helpful. I think y'all could do that. Anyways, negative 3/4 x. And then you would get 15/4, and you are done. Oh no, I have a fraction, sir, for answers. You'll live. You'll be fine. It's not that hard. Anyways, hey, we are done with these notes. Y'all have been excellent. I am enjoying this. For, say, an extra 5 points, what you can do is you can show me on the, you can put it at the top of your notes, show me the word, Vader. Why not? Alright, so anyways, that's it for today. Y'all take care. Thank you so much for your time.